FPAYHX. So mostly we are going to use these two tables only. Just click on FPAYH. Automatically, this is the data. See, I have written some data, right? I have written some table data. Example is a date. FPAYH hyphen LAUFD. It means from this table, I am going to get this field. The field name is the LUFD. Actually, company will provide this information. Okay. Suppose if these fields are not there in this table, ABAPer will add the tables and we can get the data from here. Suppose just control F date. So you can see here, right? Description is the date on which the program is to be run. So automatically, what is the component? LAUFD. This one is a standard program. So if you require any additional thing, the ABAPer will create and he will give the IDCA LAUFD. Suppose the company code ZBUKR. I will copy here. So paying company code, sending company code, automatically SAP will provide that all information. So this table, company will only provide this table. Okay. So in case if this data is not there, ABAPer will create some additional fields and he will provide the details with you. So it is a mandatory to know from where you are going to get this data. So already SAP only we have the tables. FPAYH table is there, FPAYHX table is there. Based on from this table, we are going to fetch the data. Okay, company will only provide this one. They will maintain this data in separate Excel sheet. So they will provide to you. So length means what you know, right? Length of that particular field. So here, the first step, once if you log in, I have given the basic description. Okay, this is the first one. The second one is the format attribute. So format attributes, the first option is the from special structure. So from special structure means already ABAPer will create the structure and ABAPer will give the structure data to you. For this one, ABAPer is not doing this work. I am only doing this work. So I don't have any predefined structures are there. Predefined structures mean already ABAPer will create some kind of the tree here. He will assign the tree. So company will not accept that one. Every company will create their own tree as per their bank requirement. So I am keeping this field as a blank. Field type. Field type means you can see here, this is my vendor number and this is the IFSC code. Between the vendor number and IFSC code, you can see some kind of the identifications are there. So what this will do, it will divide the data. This is a separate data, this is a separate data. So between this indicator, I am dividing the data. You can use any kind of the indicators. I am using this indicator. If you want, you can use hyphen underscore. You can use any kind of the indicator. So mostly company will follow this indicator for the bank upload. So this indicator you have to assign here. So field type means how you are going to divide the data. So I'm going to divide the data. Here I'm going to select. So fields are separated by the delimiter. I'm going to separate it. How you are going to separate it with this one in segments, composites, all the information. So different types of information, right? So I'm going to separate the data with this kind of the symbols. Is this clear, guys? What is the format attributes here?
Yeah.
Next step is the levels. Levels means just press enter. Correct, I will give first level. Level 1 is 1 and level 2 is a 99999. Okay, So level 1, level 2 is a 9999 means here you can see here I have two levels are there. Level 1, level 2. Level 1 is a basic information like date and your company code. This data I am going to print only one time. Okay, level 2 is the transactional data. This transactional I am going to print number of times because I have 10 invoices are there. Okay, for the 10 invoices, date and company code I am going to print only one time. Date will print only one time. Coming to the 10 transactions, automatically 10 line items will be displayed here. So for the 10, automatically system will generate this many line items. So that's why for the date I have selected one. For the remaining the transaction level 2, I'm selecting, suppose if there is 1,000 invoices are there, automatically for the 1,000 invoices we have to send to the bank, right? Because 1,000 are from the different persons. So the 1,000 invoices should be displayed like this. So that's why I'm selecting multiple. Hope you will understand this one. What is mean by one and what is the 9? Next one is a sort. Sort is a not mandatory. So I'm giving what is your first data I'm entering here. So for first data I have given FPAYH. Okay. So first of this one and first of this one. FPAYH. Okay, this is the first level first part, and this is the second level first part. So that's it. These many steps are enough for the properties. So these are the basic information properties. So after creating this information, so now DME tree, this is a DME tree property. This is a DME tree main tree. So first what we are going to do here, first the DME tree is there. For the DME tree, first I am going to create one segment. Under the segment, I am going to create header and transactional. These two are the headings: header data, transactional data. Under header data, I am going to create under header. How many fields are there? Date is there. Company code is there. Under transactional level, how many fields are there? So I have sequence number, vendor name, bank account, currency, amount. These many fields are. So this is a tree structure. First, DME tree is there. Under the DME tree, I am going to create the DME segment. Under the segment, I am going to create the header and transactional. Is this clear, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, now just click right click. First, I'm going to create the segment. So give any name here. DME segment. That's, you no need to provide any kind of the information here. So DME segment, that's enough. Now right click on the segment. Now create segment as subnode. So in the again down to the segment, I have two options are there. The first one is a header level. Okay, already is a header segment. Enter and right click on the header segment, create segment. Okay. Subnode. So two are there. One is a header segment and transactional segment. Okay. So for DME properties is there. Under the DME property, I have created one segment. Under the segment, I have created two nodes are there. So one is a header level and second one is a transactional level. Under header level, I am going to print three details here. Here you can see. Now header level, what kind of information you have to enter? Transactional level, what kind of information you have to enter. So this data I am going to enter under these two segments. So hope you are understand right till here.
Yeah. Yeah, especially.
So I will enter only one today. So you can see here. So I'm now I will start with the header. Okay. So right click on the header. So I'm just clicking on the create elements. Create elements means these are the elements. Under header, these are the elements. Under transaction, these are the elements. Okay. So I will start with date. Right click, create element. So what is your first option? So first option is a date. Date for the payment method. So what is the date length? Whatever information here you are maintaining, so try to maintain the same date, same information only. So length I am giving 10. Type is a character. Okay, so don't forget that type is a very important here. Okay, so now for this one mapping procedure, I am printing the day. How you are going to print the date? There is a two steps are there. Constant, structure. Constant means if now I'm selecting constant here, in the next tab, whatever data if you write here, automatically system will print the same data. It is related to the text. Structure field means system will pick the data from the table level. Okay, always we have to pick the data from the table level only. So constant we will use for that next one. I will explain you that next step. So now I'm selecting structure field. So next step. So 1 minute. Let me remove this text. Structure. Once if you select the structure field, this field will be in hidden mode. You cannot enter the text. Here you can get the two options. What is the structure and what is the field name? So you have to give the same. FPAYH is your structure. So that the field name is a LFPAUFD. That's it. So this much of information is enough. Now right click on the day. Again same. Create element. Now the second one is a company code. Same I'm entering here. This one I'm taking 15 is a character. Again structure wheel. Source FPAYH is there. Copy paste. Now right click. Okay, these two is enough here. Okay, now I will go to the transactional segment. I'm not taking difference, not mandatory. I'm going for the transactional level. First one is the sequence number. Right click, create element. So sequence number is I'm taking 10. Here it's not character, it is a numeric. Okay, because it is a number. Structure. So sequence number is a completed. Create element. You can see this one payment type. I didn't give any data here because now the next one is a payment type. Payment type means I have 1 lakh invoice is there. So for the 1 lakh invoice, first I will explain you can understand easily. You know this concept. I think everyone know about this concept, NEFT concept and the RTGS concept. If your payment is below 2 lakh rupee, we are going to the NEFT. If your payment is above 2 lakh rupee, we will do the RTGS. Hope everyone is know about this process, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So first there is a this is a separate concept is there. So that's why I'm keeping this a blank. So as of now, first I will print this manually. After that one, I will add that autumn concept is there. Autumn concept means if your invoice value is 1,50,000 rupees, system automatically will print NEFT. If your invest value is a 3 lakh rupee, I mean about 2 lakh rupee, system will print RTGS. To print the data like this, we have to do some kind of the configuration. That is the autumn configurations. Okay. So we have that next topic, that one. So first I'm not, that's why I keep this as a blank. Now see payment type. No, I'm not going to take the structure. I'm going to take the constant. Constant means whatever. So here constant means whatever data you have typed here, the same data will be printed in output. So I'm typing both RTGS. Okay, so automatically system will print this data NEFT RTG. I didn't give any conditions here. Later I will give the conditions. Okay, so this is the payment type. So the next one is a house bank. Guys, I have call, guys, so we'll continue tomorrow. So this can, as of up to here we have completed. So tomorrow we will continue. Let me save this one.
Okay, Vishnu, thank you. And have you uploaded all the videos?
Sorry?
Have you uploaded all the classes?
Oh, hope so I have uploaded. If I missed anything, please remind me, okay? I may forgot.
Okay,
Just a minute, let me see here. I have saved this data. I think last class is our DMU. Yesterday's class is the last class only.
Okay, business blueprint class.
That one is a missing, guys. Okay, I don't know how to get that one. I think I have explained this for the morning batch. So
yeah, can you please upload that one? No problem.
that was not recorded. Only for your batch only I'm going to record this session. So I'll do one thing, guys. I have uploaded that is in YouTube. I will download from YouTube and I will upload. Okay. Okay, guys. So thank you. Will be.
Vishnu, when can you share the errors or issues stopped?
Yeah, already I informed him. Ravi. So he said he will give as soon as possible. Hope so.
Because actually it is the
But they are in home now. That's why.
Okay,
Maybe this week I will try. Okay.
okay, Vishnu.
Okay. Bye, guys.